This, funnily enough, is Red All Over's instant reaction show after a scintillating game at home to Port Vale that we just happened, against all odds, to lose 2-0. So, in Tracy's absence, because she's gone off to a soft play area, probably just as well, I've got Dean Pudfat with me and I've got Claire Wilson. So, we're going to get into it and, yeah, chin up. Dean, I'll go to Dean first. Dean.
Yes.
Give us your thoughts without swearing.
I'll try. We're obviously massively disappointed. I thought running through the game, there seemed to be not a lot in it in the first half, except that we didn't play with any intensity at all. We were sloppy and we got away with it. And quite honestly, if it hadn't been for Murphy Cooper, I think we would have been down at half time. And I thought early in the second half, first 5 or 10 minutes, we looked as though Connor had given them a bit of a rollicking at half time, and they did come out and run round a bit without any great purpose. And then it dropped off, and we just didn't seem to create anything at all. Players went missing. Players' touch was poor for the majority of the time. There were 1 or 2 decent performances throughout, but mainly Murphy Cooper. And quite frankly, today it could very easily have been as bad as it was on Tuesday had it not been for Murphy Cooper. I'm not going to pick out too many players who I didn't feel delivered anything today, except I'm afraid Adam Phillips, who I never saw during this game at all. So all in all, the goals were pretty preventable. People got themselves in wrong positions, and we nearly got away. We nearly gave away more by people being out of position in the back. That said, I thought Jack Shepherd and Watson played pretty well, and if the rest of them had played like that, we might have got a better result. I'm really not sure what happened today. I saw Connor on the screen when I was coming out the ground. He was filmed marching off to the dressing room, and he looked like thunder. So I'm guessing that he's not very happy with this performance, the same way as we're not very happy about it. And I suspect they may very well be coming in tomorrow to work a few things out.
Thanks, Dean. You're not happy then, Dean, but it looks sweet. Well, let me put it this way. I think our best chance was the penalty that we could have had that he didn't give. I thought it were a penalty, but, that were it. That were it. For a team that we keep being told and we keep seeing that we've got lots of attacking options, we've got players that can finish. For the second game, maybe third game on the trot, we have looked absolutely toothless up front in my personal opinion. Absolutely toothless. We don't look like scoring at all. Nobody wants to take responsibility for having a go. When we do decide to have a shot, we telegraph it so an easy block, but we don't block it, apart from Jack Shepherd. I will say, because you brought Jack up, I will say I don't fully agree, to be honest, Dean, because I've always been a strong exponent to Jack. So I think he's been so much better since he's gone back. But today, 3 times, the third of which led to the goal, the first goal. The ball's coming and he's ducked under. Their players run past him, put it across. Twice, as you quite rightly say, Murphy Cooper saved it brilliantly. The third time, same thing again. It's gone behind me. He's gone behind me, and they put it in. For me, much as I really rate him, not today. I thought he had a stinker today. In his defensive capacity, I think you're right about Adam. He looked very, very frustrated today. He didn't look himself. His passing were off. His tackling was off. Everything was off. A number of them. I thought Johnny Bland played well in the centre of midfield till he come off. And the only other thing I would say about Murphy is he must have been told to hit goal kicks long to the left-hand side, and it's a sign of insanity to keep doing the same thing, it not working, and continue to do it. And that's what he did. Made up for it with his saves, and it's wrong for your goalkeeper at home to be man of the match. But you're absolutely right. For me, he was. Claire, might have taken some of your thunder, I don't know. Say what you want.
Well, I feel really bad because in the fan zone, Dean said, was going around to everybody, what do you think the score's going to be? And I said, 2-0 Vale. And I feel absolutely dreadful because I never get it right, ever. And I did today. What a day to do it. No, we weren't good. I don't understand why our captain keeps passing back. He's not looking, he's just passing back. It's sideways and backwards with him, and I don't get it. There was a couple of times when Earl could have scored. There was the opportunity there, and he just bottled it. And it was clear view to do it as well. In Port Vale's defence, Darren Moore has got a good defensive side. He plays a solid back five, and we just couldn't break through at all. We tried, we didn't get it right today. We were very poor. How can we be so good, but yet be so bad in a lot of others? I mean, okay, we lost 6-0 on Tuesday, but surely by now that hangover should have gone. We should not have to be we were even better on Tuesday than we were today, I think. But no, we weren't good. I think Connor got it wrong today. Good side as normally, but we just were half-hearted. We were like the weather, overcast, tired, and bored. I think, fed up. I know I was. I didn't think, and I knew the referee weren't going to give us anything as soon as we didn't get that penalty.
Half-hearted is a good description, I think, yet again. I thought the second half, for the second time on 2 consecutive Saturdays, the second half for me were weak.
Yeah.
And, you've got to give some credit, or a lot of credit, to Port Vale. They went for it, they tackled, they fought for every ball, and we were more half-hearted than them. At times we tried, their fans were good. I'm sick. I got sick on Tuesday hearing wherever it was, Diego, and all that. Well, it felt very strange to hear Devante Cole and all that. It felt strange hearing that, but...
Yeah, but they couldn't even make their own song up,
I know it's a Nick House song, but it's worked. It's worked for them. So I think all in all, for me, it was a weak performance that got worse as it went on. No urgency. We're losing 1-0 and we're still prattling about with it at the back. Get it forward, people move. Yeah. And it was like, who can I pass it on? Nobody's moving. Oh, well, as Claire says, I'll pass it back. I'll do whatever, but I just don't want to lose ball.
I think we've only had one shot on target now in 3 games, which is...
It would work 3 times on Tuesday, though. Can't keep saying that.
Yeah,
that's last time.
Went in the netting, or was it DKD that went in the netting?
It's side netting.
It
was Vickers.
Yeah. But apart from that, we really didn't trouble them at all. And I would give some credit to Port Vale as well, because what they did was sat back. They had 5 at the back, and then they strung 4 across midfield and left Devante Cole about 30 yards away. So they dropped into a low block, and we had no idea how to deal with that, which is obviously something that the coaching staff are going to have to look at, because, Phillips seems to be a lot happier when we're in transition and he can move the ball quickly out to Vickers, and there's no cover player around, but today Darren Moore had it right, and he's set his team up exactly the way to beat us today, and they did beat us.
Joe Gauchi for me will never have an easier game, and he's a good goalkeeper, but he'll never have an easy game.
It didn't need to be any good.
Jesse at the back for them. In a perverse way, I was pleased for him, because reportedly he failed a medical at Oakwell a year ago, but
and has barely missed the game since.
He's done. he showed what we need to show. He got stuck in and he won the vast majority. Although we didn't try hard enough to stop him by launching it out towards his side and just saying, "Here, just have an header." Well done to their defence. Well done to Darren Moore. And although I wish it was starting tomorrow, I'm pleased for Martin Devaney as well.
Yeah, good. Yeah, like
a good guy.
Like you say, he's a good man, and I like Martin. I've met him a few times, and I wish him well, the same as I wish everybody well who goes off. But I'm afraid today it was a depressing spectacle, and
I almost fell asleep.
We're almost, the worrying part about it is that we're a bit back to square one, because the way we're playing is clearly not working, and I'm discounting Brighton in the sense, because I think Claire's right. We actually played better on the ball against Brighton than we did today, but the last two league games have shown up that we are vulnerable if teams think about how to set up against us.
Yeah. Anything else, Claire?
No, I do agree with man of the match, and I do agree with what you said about Jono Bland. He did play a good game today, but it was absolutely man of the match, was spot on.
So there you have it, folks. If you've got any comments to make about the game, try to keep it clean and try not to be too distressed like us. Try to be a bit more upbeat than us if that's humanly possible. And we'll see you midweek.
Yes.
Because we'll be reviewing the Tuesday match away to Notts County in the best trophy in the world.
Which I am going to.
Dean's going to, so he can be our roving reporter. I'm not, so I won't be the roving reporter. So on Wednesday we'll do that, and we'll look forward, perhaps with trepidation, perhaps with more confidence, to Wickham away, where we come across again somebody from this neck of the woods, Michael Duff. Safe journey home, and I hope you enjoy the show. Take care.
Hi, it's Andy and Joe here from Leeds. That's 90 minutes we'll never get back. To be honest, it was a poor performance from start to finish. I think the players and the manager would accept that. That was lethargic. You get to a point where you play patient football and we were going nowhere. The players never... To be honest, Port Vale set up as you'd expect a Darren Moore side to do, and we never pulled people out of position. It was slow passing. It was telegraphed. We didn't have any presence in the actual centre of the box. We never got balls in. It was very, very poor. And there's at some point where you say, well, you're playing patient football, but at some point you've got to play urgent football. And even when Port Vale got that goal, you felt, oh, we're going to up the game. We never really did. I think it's one just to write off and have a look. I think they needed to change it up. I thought Cleary showed a little bit of something different, but to be honest, we lost that. That were, from Port Vale's point of view, that was a typical away day. They soaked it up easily. Finally scored a goal after threatening a couple of times, and they were always going to get the second one. The goal, to be honest, he was man of the match because he made a couple of saves, and it could have been worse there. But we never showed anything apart from, I think, when the lad from Brighton, what's his name, the lad Vickers, he hit the side netting, but nothing, and we showed nothing today, and it's back to the drawing board. I mean, we can stay with it. I'm sure they can freshen that side up. He needs to have a look and say, well, we need to play with a bit more urgency there, because it went on and on and on, and I don't think we'd score even if we went into next Tuesday with that one. I think you feel the same, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm confused because the target for Blackpool was to be more clinical, because we were getting shots, we were getting the chances, we just blazed them over by hitting side netting, stuff like that. Today we haven't even shot.
There were no chances, were there?
No, we're playing like we're trying to defend like a 2-3 goal lead, but when we're 1-0 down, like you said, we're patient football. at one point you're gonna like not try and score, you know, and you're not
We had
gonna.
no presence in the
'Cause-
box at all. No
Because we
presence.
crossed and there's no one there, and we hadn't crossed when everyone's there. It's just like
Yeah, I
back
mean-
to last season.
Yeah,
but I don't want to say that yet.
But I'm pretty sure that everybody's going to say the same on that performance. I don't think you have to be a football expert to spot that wasn't good enough today.
Yeah.
But anyway, on to the next game. We'll see. You Reds.
I thought that performance from minute one today was way too slow. Everything was passive, nothing going forward. It was either across the middle or back to the keeper. The only man you could pick out from Barnsley point of view from the match was the goalkeeper. For me, that wasn't good enough. But,
Yeah, I think when your goalkeeper gets man at match
Yeah.
and you've conceded 2 goals, I think it tells you everything about the performance that we've had today. And I think
100%.
the whole Russell thing, I don't understand. If you're 2-0 up, 1-0 up, and you want to close the game off, fetch Russell on, he slows the game down, he had 1 touch. Cleary come on, and I think he offered something totally different to what we had all the way through. He showed a presence, he was showing pace.
Another thing too, why is it taking them so long to make a switch? Do you know? There in the first half, it was basically all the game was going the same way from minute 1 to the full-time whistle, but at no stage did Barnsley change their game plan at all. It was all high ball into the box and it was coming out again, and our lads and then they'd send it back and over the field, and that's not good enough.
I mean, I think we knew what Darren Moore were going to fetch on his team. We knew he were going to play that close ball down. He were going to close us down. We didn't win a single knock on today, which was very frustrating. You're knocking balls up to McGoldrick that don't jump for the ball. Do you know, he'll back into a player, but yet we carry on knocking it in. And for me, it's just one of the most frustrating performances I've seen under Connor. And we looked absolutely clueless, just tapping around box and no urgency.
They came on the field today, and from the start to the full-time whistle, it looked to me like they didn't turn on the engine at all. It was.
Didn't get out of first
No,
gear.
it was too lethargic, and it looked to me as if they didn't care, there was no bite, no urgency at all, it's not good enough. Especially if they're
We move on. Hopefully, it looks like Connor's just marched off pitch. It looks like they're in for a rocket, and rightly so. So fingers crossed we move on, and let's hope that they regroup and we do better.
If they want to do better, they have to produce better than that. Because if they're talking about getting promoted, that's not going to get them up.
definitely
Not to hope. It's not good enough.